Hi everyone. Our last topic was what happens when water is mixed with acid or base. Right. In today's class, what we will be going to learn that strength of acid and base. How to find the strength of acid or base. We already know that how to find the nature of a substance by using the litmus paper. pH means what? Litmus paper indicator. By using the indicators, it may be a natural indicator or it may be a synthetic indicator. By using the indicator, we will find what? We will find the nature of the substance. Nature of the substance means what? Either we will be finding whether the substance is acidic or substance is basic. So by using indicators, we will be finding only the nature of the substance. We doesn't know the strength of the acid or base. So here, is it what? Strength of acid or base. Strength of acid or base means what? Here strength of acid or base tells about the amount of or the concentration of H plus ions or OH ions in the solutions. Okay, strength of acid or base tells about what? The amount of or the concentration of hydronium ions, H3O plus ions. Okay, the concentration of H3O plus ions or the OH minus ions in the solution. If the concentration or the amount of H plus ions or the H3O plus ions is more in the solution, then we will say what? It is a strong acid. If the concentration of H plus ions or H3O plus ions is less in the solution, then we will say what? We will say it is a weak acid, right? If the concentration of H plus ions is more, we will say what? It is a strong acid. Right. If the concentration of H3O plus ions is less, then what we will say? It is a weak acid. Right. That tells about the strength of acid or base. Now, how to find the strength or acid or base? Strength of acid or base. So here, what is that? There is a scale called as what? pH scale. pH scale. pH scale. What does it tell us about? What is meant by pH? pH is nothing but potence of hydrogen. Potence is nothing but power of hydrogen, nothing but concentration of hydrogen ions in the solution. So pH is nothing but concentration or the power of hydrogen ions in the solution. If the concentration of H3O plus hydrogen ions is more, we will say it is more acidic in nature. If the concentration of H3O plus ions is less in the solution, we will say what? It is. If it is less, what is more? Maybe OH minus ion. We may say it is basic in nature or less acidic in nature. Okay. So here pH scale is the concept. This tells about what? pH scale is nothing but negative logarithm of hydronium ions. pH scale is nothing but negative logarithm of hydronium ions. Negative logarithm of hydronium ions means what? You just simply write pH is equals to minus log H plus ion. This is a formula. Okay. If I write, if the given H plus ion concentration is 10 to the power of minus 1, you just substitute that value there. We will be getting what is the value of pH here. pH is equals to what you write? Minus log of 10 to the power of minus 1. So we already know when this minus comes to the left side, what it will become? Minus into minus plus. So log 10. Log 10 is nothing but now what is that? Log 10 base is what? 1. So what we can write? pH is equals to 1. Understood. So here in this we will be finding out the pH value based on the hydronium ions present in the solution. If I write 10 to the power of minus 2 means what will be the pH value? It will be 2. Minus 2 will come here. What will happen? Minus into minus is what? Plus. 2 into log 10 base 10 is 2. So here I think we have find out how to find the concentration of H plus ion by using the pH scale. So pH scale value ranges from what? pH scale value ranges from 0 to 14. pH scale value ranges from 0 to 14. So here and in between what is present? 7 will be present. So if the pH value, if the pH value is less than 7, if the pH value is less than 7, we will consider that solution as what? Acid. Okay, we will consider that solution as acid. If the pH value is greater than 7, we will consider that solution as basic. solution. Understood how this pH scale will work out? pH scale is nothing but it's a negative logarithm of hydronium ions. It tells about the concentration of H plus ions in the solution. So here, if the pH value scale ranges from what 0 to 14. If the pH scale value is less than 7, we will say that solution is acidic. If the pH value is greater than 7, we will say that solution is basic. If the pH value is equals to 7, then what we will say, it is neutral solution. If the pH value is 7, it is a neutral solution. Less than 7, it is acidic solution. Greater than 7, it is basic solution. Now, who has made this concept of pH scale? The concept. Let us see the history of pH scale. If you go for the history of pH scale, it was first discovered by the Greek. Okay, Greek said that, but during what they said, based on the taste, and they said acids are what? Sour in taste, bases are bitter in taste. So it was first who said that, it was the Greek who said first that based on the taste we'll be differentiating which is an acid or which is a base. Then comes our next scientist. What is that scientist? It is Lavoisier. What did Lavoisier said? It is not the taste, we have to consider the oxygen present in it. Based on the oxygen present in the solution, we can say whether it is an acid or base. But whatever the Lavoisier said, the other scientist called as Davy, he said that it is not oxygen. It is not the oxygen which is present in the solution that tells about the acid and base. Understood? Lavoisier, what he told that based on the oxygen present in the solution, we will be saying whether the solution is acid or base. But what the next scientist said, here the Davy said that it is not the oxygen which is present in the solution that tells about the nature of the solution. Then what else? Here comes the other scientist. It is what? Justus Von. Okay, what then Justus Von said? Justus Von said that we should consider the hydrogen present in the solution. Justus Von, what is that? We should consider the hydrogen present in the solution. Based on the hydrogen, we can say whether the solution is acid or base. Okay, it was Justus Von. Then after that, based on this concept, the other scientist called as Arrhenius. Arrhenius, what is that the substance which delivers hydrogen ions, the substance which delivers hydrogen ions in the solution, that substance will tell us about what, whether substance is acid or base. Understood? First it was what Justus Von said, based on the hydrogen we can say whether the substance is acidic or basic. Based on that concept, what is the other scientist? Arrhenius, what is that the substance which delivers hydrogen ions in the solution, based on that we can say whether the substance is acid or not. Okay, after that who came? There comes the other scientist who is called as what? Nernst. Hermann Nernst. What is Hermann Nernst said? This Hermann Nernst has made a theoretical foundation based on what? He has introduced electrodes. Based on the electrodes, we can say the concentration of hydronium ions in the solution. Okay, it was Hermann. Based on this Arrhenius only, what the other scientist came, who was that Hermann Nernst, what he did, he had given a theoretical foundation based on the use of electrodes to find the concentration or to measure the concentration of hydronium ions in the solution. Here comes our main scientist, who is that? Sorensen. It was he who has given the concept of what? Minus log of hydronium ions. Concept of pH scale. The exact concept of pH scale was given by whom? It was Sorensen. Sorensen explained the concept of what? Negative logarithm of hydronium ions will tell us about the acidic nature of the substance. So this is about the history of the pH. It was first the Greek who said that based on the taste we can say whether the substance is acid or base. Then who comes our Lavoisier? He said that it is not the taste, we have to see the oxygen present in the substance. Next comes the Davy. He said it is not the oxygen, there is some other ions in the the substance we should consider to tell about the word acid and base? Here comes our scientist. Just as only said that we should consider the hydrogens present in the solution. Then comes our Arrhenius. What is it that the substance which delivers hydronium ions in the solution, based on the hydronium ions we have to say whether substance is acid or not. There comes our next and Hermann. What he had given? He had given a theoretical foundation, theoretical concept based on what? Based on the use of electrodes, we can measure the concentration of hydronium ions in the solution. Based on that, we can say the solution is acid or not. Next comes our important scientist. The main scientist is that Sorensen. He said that pH concept. He has explained about the pH concept based on what? Negative log of hydronium ions. Understood the history of pH scale. Okay. Next is our universal indicator. Universal indicator. So I think you have already know what is meant by indicator, which shows what the indicator substance, which shows about what tells about the nature of the substance based on the color change. Same here, universal indicator depends upon what the pH scale. How it will tell about the pH scale? It will show what is that? Universal indicator is nothing but it's a mixture of different indicators. Okay. Based on the pH scale, what is that? Universal indicator is nothing but it's a mixture of different indicators. Different indicators means what? Based on the pH value. Based on the pH value means what? It will have, this universal indicator will have different colors. It will have different colors based on the pH value. If the pH value is less than 7, we think that the pH value is 1, that it will show, the universal indicator will show red color. So, universal indicator, what does it tell about? It not only says about the acid nature of the substance, at the same time, it will show the strength of the acid also. Here it will show the red color means what? It is more acidic in nature. As it goes on, the red color slowly decreases and becomes light yellow, and if it comes at 7, it will show what? It will show parrot green. Parrot green. And if it goes on like that, if it is a strong base, it will show dark blue color. So here, what does this universal indicator is telling about? Universal indicator not only says about whether the substance is acid or base, at the same time it will tell about the strength of the acid and base. If it is a strong acid, it will show the red color. If it is a strong base, it will show the blue color. If it is a neutral solution, it will show what? Parrot green color. If its color goes on changing based on the concentration of hydronium ions or based on the concentration of OH minus ion. If the concentration of hydronium ions is more, it will show more acidic nature. It will show red color. If the concentration of hydroxide ions is more, it will show dark blue color. So there will be a different color in the universal indicator based on the strength of the acid or base present in the solution. It will show that particular color. Understood what is meant by universal indicator? Universal indicator is a mixture of different indicators based on the pH value. It will show not only the whether substance is acid or base, it also shows about the strength of the acid and base. Understood? For example, if you observe here HCl, you know that HCl pH, if you observe the pH value, its value is less than 7. So what you will say? It will show what? It will show a red color. It is what we will say, it is an acid. Okay. Next, if you take NaCO3, if you observe here, pH scale will show less than 7. It is an acid. Okay. Next one is the sodium hydroxide. Sodium hydroxide, if you observe here, and it will show what? It will show light green color. Light green. Now sodium hydroxide is value is what? It is what? Nearly it is equal to 14. Nearly it is equal to 14. What it is? It is a base. What it will show? It will show dark blue color. The next important point is what? Meals. Not meals. Saliva. Saliva before meals. Before having the food, the saliva, whatever in our mouth, it is what? It is less, it will be greater than 7 means what? It will be slightly basic in nature. It will be basic nature when we are, when the saliva of mouth is what? Before taking the meals. But the same saliva, after meals, it will be what? It will be less than 7 means what? It will become acidic. Okay, acidic means what? It is acid. So here this is important. If you take one more thing like blood pH value is what? 7.4. 7.4 is what? What we can say it is what? Basic in nature. Milk of magnesia in your choice. Milk of magnesia is what? We can observe here. It is what? It is basic in nature. So here, what does it tell about pH value? It will show what? The universal indicator will show different colors for different nature of the substance. Understood? Next one, importance of pH in everyday life. Importance of pH in everyday life. So first one is what? pH of living beings, living organisms. Okay, the pH of living organisms are very sensitive. Means what? It will have pH of all living organisms have a narrow pH scale, narrow range of pH value. Okay, all living organisms will have a narrow range of pH value. If you take our body works on the pH value range from 7 to 7.8. Okay, our body works on the pH value is what? 7 to 7.8. So in this narrow range only the pH value of our body works. If the pH value is less than, what will happen? If the pH value is less than 7, if the pH value is greater than 7, greater than that value, greater than that limit, what will happen? As I said, since our body works with a pH value of what? 7 to 7.8. If that value is less than the limit or if it is greater than the limit, what will happen? As the organism, as I said, if you take an example for our stomach contains what is that? Acid. If the pH value is greater than that range, means what? More basic in nature. More basic in nature means what? What the stomach will produce? Stomach will produce hydrochloric acid. For what purpose? For digestion of food. If the pH value is greater than the range, what will happen? It will neutralize the acid present in it. So indigestion will take place. In the same way, different organisms will have different nature of the acidic and basic nature present in the human body. If it happens, if the pH value is greater than the limit or if it is less than the limit, it will create many problems in the human organism. It may cause some disease like the cancer, ulcers. Okay, so these are the things. If the value is beyond the limit, if the value is beyond the limit, it causes many problems in the human body. Like it will cause many diseases in the human body. So that from this, what we can say that the pH value of living organisms will be what? Will be have a very narrow range. Based on that narrow range only, living organism will work. For example, if the rain water acidity is less than 5.4. If the rainwater pH value it is less than 4, it is called as what? It is called as acid rain. Whatever the rainwater is there, if its pH value is less than 5.4, it is what? It is an acid rain. Whatever the acid rain is there, where it will go? It will be collected into what? All the lakes, rivers and oceans. Then what will happen if that acid rain enters into the lakes, oceans? It will what? It will causes what? Problems to the which organism? Aquatic organisms. Okay, it will create problems. It may what? It may lead to the death of the aquatic organism. Understood? If the pH value of the rainwater is less than 5.4, it is called as acid rain. If the acid rain enters into the oceans, lakes, all those things, what will happen? It will it will disturb the life cycle of what? aquatic animals, and it will lead to the death of those animals. Understood? That's all about pH of living organisms. Okay, it is not 5.4, it is 5.6. 5.6. Next one is what? pH of tooth decay. So tooth decay will happen if the pH value is less than 5.5. Okay, acid rain is what? 5.6. If the pH value is less than 5.5, it will lead to tooth decay. Our tooth enamel is made of what? It is made of what? With the strongest substance in our body. What is that? Calcium carbonate. So not calcium carbonate, calcium phosphate. Okay. So as I said, pH value of tooth decay happens only if the pH value is less than 5.5. Our tooth enamel is made of a harder substance in our body is what? Calcium phosphate. So here what happens, as I said, saliva before meals is what? It will be basic in nature, but after taking the food, what will happen? It will become acidic. Whatever the bacteria is there present in our mouth, it starts producing more amount of acid. Due to that, what will happen is pH value decreases. If the pH value goes on decreases less than what? Less than 5.5. What are the food? Due to the food materials present in the mouth, all the sugar, due to that what happens? The bacteria will create acid. That acid will become what? It will become less than what? pH value is 5.5. If the pH value becomes less than 5.5, we can say what? It will lead to the tooth decay. So in order to protect from the tooth decay, what will happen? So here acidity has been increased. In order to decrease the acidity, what we have to do? You just simply brush your teeth. So here, as I said, the toothpaste, whatever toothpaste is there, it is basic in nature. Whatever the toothpaste is there, it is basic in nature. So when we apply the toothpaste, means what? You are reacting the base with the acid present in our mouth. What will happen? Neutralization takes place, producing salt and water. So here, in that way, we can decrease the acidity in our mouth. Okay, that's about the pH of the tooth decay. Next one is pH of digestive system. pH of digestive. Just now I said pH of digestive system means what? As I said, in the stomach produces what? Hydrochloric acid. Its value HCl value ranges from 1 to 2.5 in that range. So HCl will be produced, but stomach produces HCl for what purpose? For the digestion of food. You think that if indigestion hasn't taken place, whatever the food you have taken, it is not getting digested. Even if it is not getting digested, at that time what will happen? Our stomach produces a large amount of HCl. Our stomach produces large amount of HCl. Since there is a large amount of HCl, for that HCl, large content of HCl creates stomach pain and irritation to us, to the stomach. Due to that, what will happen? At that time, what we will do? We will take, at the starting of the class I said, we will take antacid. Antacid, what is the substance present in the antacid? It is base. So here, when we take the antacid, what is happening? You are neutralizing the acid present in the stomach. Usually, what is the antacid usually we will take? It is milk of magnesia. Milk of magnesia. Okay, milk of magnesia, nothing but magnesium hydroxide. Since it is a base, what will happen? It will neutralization takes place between the antacid and the acid which is present in the stomach. In that way, what will happen? Neutralization will take place, which will lead to what? Which will lead to decrease of stomach pain and irritation. Understood how the pH of digestive system works? Next one. pH of the soil. pH of the soil. So here farmers, before doing the farming of the crops, what they will do? They will test the soil. They will test the soil to find out whether the soil is acid or basic. As I said, coming to the indicators, at that time I said hydrangea Hydrangea is a natural indicator. Those are flowers. What it will do? These flowers will show what? It will show blue color if the soil is acidic. Okay, the flowers will be having which color? Blue color if the soil is acidic in nature. At the same time, the same hydrangea will show, the flowers will show pink color if the soil is basic in nature. So you have to find what? You have to test the soil before, so the farmers will test the soil before doing the farming of crops. So here, if the soil contains more acidic in nature, what the farmers will do? Farmers will add quicklime. Quicklime means what? Calcium hydroxide. Calcium and CaOH5. Either the farmer will use calcium hydroxide or they will use calcium carbonate, CaCO3. Okay, either they will be using quicklime, calcium hydroxide, or they will be using calcium carbonate. For what purpose? To decrease the acidity of the soil. Understood everyone? How to find the pH of the soil? The pH of the soil will play a major role for the healthy growth of plants or the crops. For that purpose only farmers will test the soil before they do the cropping. Okay. Next one is what? Self-defense. Self-defense of insects and plants. Self-defense of insects and plants. What is the self-defense of insects and plants? So here, I think most of them has experience when what will when the honeybee stung you, what will happen? You will get a lot of pain, right? When the honeybee stings you, what will happen? These honeybee will inject one sort of acid called as methanoic acid. Methanoic acid. It is also called as what? Formic acid. Same thing, when an ant stings you, there also what happens, that ant will inject what sort of acid? Methanoic acid or formic acid. So it will create what? It will create pain and irritation. As I said, if it is an acid, not to decrease the acidity, what we have to do? We have to what? We have to do reaction with the base. So here, what we can do, if we rub with baking soda, okay, if we apply baking soda in that region where the insect has stung you, that baking soda is what? It's a base. Means what? You are reacting the base with the acid. When you rub that portion with the baking soda, it will decreases the pain. It will decreases the pain means what? You are doing what? You are reacting the base with the acid. Okay. Coming to the plant, there is some sort of plant called as nectar plant. Nectar plant. Nectar plant also will, when you walk on those area where you contain nectar plant, that plant also inject this type of acid, methanoic acid into it. As the nature has a remedy, same here where nectar plant is present, in that region only there is one more plant called as dog plant. As we already know that nature has a remedy also, where the nectar plant is which injects the acid in our body. In that region only there is one more type of plant called as dog plant. It is a basic plant. So if you apply the leaf of that dog plant in that region where the nectar plant has injected the methanoic acid, we can decrease the pain of that acidity. Understood what does the self-defense of insects and plants? And so these are the, what is that? pH, importance of pH in everyday life. Okay. Next comes is what? pH of salt. pH of salt. I think you have heard about this word: acidic salt, basic salt, neutral salt. So they tell us about the pH of the salt. If we react a strong acid with a strong base, if we react a strong acid with a strong base, what is the product we will get? We will get a neutral salt. When we react a strong acid with a strong base, we will get what? We will get a neutral salt. For example, strong acid I will take HCl. Strong base I will take what? I will take NaOH, sodium hydroxide. what you will get? Na gets reacted with Cl to form NaCl. So it is a neutral salt. So when a strong acid is getting reacted with a strong base, we will get a neutral salt. Neutral salt means what? The pH value will be equal to 7. Understood? Next one. When we react a strong acid with a weak base, when we react a strong acid with a weak base, we will get what? We will get acidic salt. Acidic salt, because we are reacting with what? Strong acid, acidic salt. Like example, when we react HCl, with ammonium chloride, ammonium hydroxide. When HCl is a strong acid, ammonium hydroxide is a weak acid, weak base. So when we react HCl with ammonium hydroxide, what will we get? NH4 Cl, ammonium chloride. It is what? It is an acidic salt. When we react what? Weak acid with a strong base, what will we get? Weak acid with a strong base. What is the salt we will get? We will get a basic salt. Basic salt. For example, I will take H2CO3, hydrogen carbonate. Strong base is what I will take? NaOH. What I will get? A hydrogen carbonate. When you react with sodium hydroxide, we will get sodium carbonate, Na2CO3. Understood? When you will get acidic salt, when you will get basic salt, when you will get neutral salt. So when we react weak acid with weak base, what will we get? Neutral salt. So here what we came to know that when a strong acid is getting react with strong base, we will get a neutral salt. Its pH, neutral salt means the pH value will be less is equal to 7. When a strong acid is getting reacted with a weak base, strong acid is getting reacted with a weak base, what you will get? So if you are reacting with strong acid, we will get what salt? We will get acidic salt. For example, when you react HCl with NH4OH, ammonium hydroxide, we will get what? Ammonium chloride. At the same time, when we react a weak acid with a strong base, we are reacting with strong base, what you will get? We will get a basic salt. For example, hydrogen carbonate, when you react sodium hydroxide, we will get sodium carbonate. Understood? So with this, I will conclude today's class. Those who have missed my previous class, I have already made three parts of this chapter. Already I have uploaded in the YouTube. You can go there and you can watch all the videos. If you go through all those 3 parts only, you will be understanding this concept, whatever I have told today. Okay, I hope everyone understood. If you like my video, please share my video to your friends. Thank you. Have a good day.